Radio Lincolnshire.
Now, we've got the big group chat after 8 this morning. This is where we dive into the Facebook groups of Lincolnshire. You all have been in these groups and all kinds of weird and wonderful questions come up. And so many things arise from them. So we had the knife guy in earlier to talk about something that came up in the group chat the other week. And yesterday, we were talking about this one from Debbie. She put in the group chat, is it worth looking into getting a personal trainer? I want to get fit, but my motivation and willpower aren't great. Has anyone used one? And then lots of people put their two-penny thing and go, oh, yeah, oh, this is good. You know what it's like? People get round with themselves, don't they? And stuff like that. Well, we've got a personal trainer on. This is Kieran James, who is from Spalding. In fact, he's not just any personal trainer. He's just been named as Personal Trainer of the Year at a recent awards ceremony in the fitness industry. How do you become Personal Trainer of the Year, Kieran? That's a very grand title.
Hello, Scott. Good morning. Yes, no, I'm very ecstatic about winning the award. It came about, I was nominated by someone and I was put through with a load of other personal trainers within the UK. And then the company or the program even will go through a rigorous selection process where they look at your social media, they look at your marketing techniques. As well, you've got to fill out this lengthy questionnaire about myself, what I provide, what I do, what's coming in the future for me and my business. And from there, they then go, right, who's shortlisted? And then through the shortlisting, obviously, that's when they then announce the winner.
Wow, that's great. Great stuff. Now, a lot of people were talking about this when we mentioned it. I mean, obviously, we are talking to someone who is not going to say, no, don't do it. There's no point. But what would you say is the reason for getting one as opposed to just signing up for a gym?
So I'm going to be a big advocate for going down the personal trainer route. Like you've said, personal trainers aren't as old school as it used to be, that militant, right, get down, give me 10 push-ups. We're not about that anymore. We're about, the industry has evolved. We're about motivating you, getting you to where you want to be. My greatest value is giving people a greater quality of life and fitness. We've very much lost the concept of I need to be down to this dress size, or, I need to be able to gain as much muscle as possible. But if the body isn't working efficiently, neither of those things can take place. I work with a range of clients from 18, and I think the oldest I've ever worked with is 73, 74. I've worked with amputees, and my biggest feedback I have had verbally or through any reviews is their quality of life. In terms of walking around, they've noticed they're getting quicker. They notice they're getting up off the sofa without the moans and the groans. They're able to do things more with their children or their grandchildren, which is exceptional. I want people to have that, that longevity with fitness.
So it's as much about just feeling good as much as necessarily losing weight, which of course you could do as well, potentially.
Yes, I mean, losing weight, obviously it does become that, has someone got too much weight? I totally understand that. But everyone thrives in looking at fitness as only as weight loss, muscle gain. It's not. There's a middle ground to fitness. And, the enjoyment I especially bring with my clients is so vital. The enjoyment I bring within their sessions is what keeps them coming through the door. You speak to any of them, I've never ever had a client leave the door sad faced. They're overjoyed. They're like, see you next week, Kieran. I've absolutely loved it. And then the next time they come in, they go, I told my fella, I told my mum, I told them about this. I am trying to get this friend coming to you. I'm trying to get this person. It's look at the draw with some personal trainers and the way, like I say, the industry is. But for me, it's about giving people that greater quality that they need.
I mean, the thing is, even if you just have a session and even if you go to the gym or something, even if it's exhausting, you feel amazing at the end of it. Even if you put yourself through it, you can't. It just improves your mood, doesn't it? You just feel a bit more lively, a bit more up.
Yeah, 100%. I've never heard someone ever, and this is probably quite cliche, say to me, I regret this workout. I've never yet come to have someone say that. Obviously, you get some people who might come in, they've had a bad day at work, or something's happened in a personal aspect. and then, it kind of becomes a bit of transferable skills, but they leave the gym going, I feel like I can combat that situation better now.
The
Because
big
they've had
thing
that endorphin
is either with these sessions or the gym. You just got to get yourself there. That's the big thing, isn't it? That's the
Oh,
psychological.
yes.
Once you're there, it's it's not so bad. And do you find that? I think a lot of people probably feel a bit self-conscious and would be worried about even contacting a gym or a personal trainer. They'd be like, it's a big first step if you don't do it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, where I'm based, obviously the evenings, any gym you go to is always going to be busy. I
Mm.
can't defend gyms in that respect, but they obviously do have their quieter times. Now, coming to January, there is going to be that influx of new year, new me. But when you look past the what I call the dip, where people go aggressively come to the gym and then they start to go because they lose motivation, that is actually the perfect point for those who really want to give it a go. Let January out the way, let a bit of February, then start your fitness journey.
Yeah, don't do the New Year thing. You got to, otherwise it's all going to go wrong. Kieran, lovely to talk to you. Well done on the award. And
Thank you very much.
I was expecting you to say that it would be good to get a personal trainer. That would have been a big shock if you say, "No, don't
Well,
bother."
obviously, yeah.
So it would have been very strange. Lovely to speak to you. Kieran's in Spalding. He's a personal trainer, and in fact, he's got that title, Personal Trainer of the Year, very recently.